Welcome back to today's MLB Pick video play for August 20th, 2018, where we're talking about this intriguing American League opening up series here between the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox. Basically, Vegas has this one at about a coin flip between the two teams. You don't see that all that often with the Red Sox, especially when they're playing at home. And this is a great opportunity for the Indians to try and prove that they're either the real deal or the product of playing in what has been a much weaker American League Central than a lot of the other divisions around baseball. So the Indians coming into this one today standing 71-52 overall, but they're not all that dominant on the road, just a little bit above 500 with a mark of 32-28 in comparison to the Red Sox, who are having themselves an historic season here with a mark of 88-37 right now, and just an incredible home record of 44-16. So of the 60 home games that they've played so far this year, they've gone on to win 44 of them, which is pretty remarkable. So back to the road team here, the Cleveland Indians coming through again in their last outing. And overall, the Indians haven't gone against the toughest schedule, of course, this season, but this squad is trending in a positive direction. In their last outing, taking down the Orioles by a final of 8-0 as they won 2 out of 3 in that home series against Baltimore. And the Indians, they're well clear of all the other teams within the American League Central. The second-place team right now with Minnesota 5 games below 500, and it only gets considerably worse from there. So the Indians, in terms of their numbers, third in the majors in total runs scored, 8th in total team ERA, so some pretty solid numbers there. And then today, you have Cleveland sending out 32-year-old righty Corey Kluber, who's been a great piece in this rotation. He's made 25 starts, sitting on a 2.68 ERA, just a .92 whip. In his last outing, Kluber bounced back, coming on the road against the Cincinnati Reds. He went 7 innings, giving up 5 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks to 7 strikeouts. His one start prior to that, he also went deep into his start, which is pretty typical for Kluber, but 7 innings at home against the Minnesota Twins, giving up 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 0 walks to 7 strikeouts. Today, he's taking on a very dangerous opponent, of course, in the Boston Red Sox, who rank first in the majors in runs scored, second in total team ERA. And today, the Red Sox going to be sending out 29-year-old righty Rick Porcello, who's been a bit inconsistent at times this year, but certainly has shown a high ceiling at times as well. He's made 25 starts with a 4.04 ERA, 150 strikeouts, a 1.15 whip. In his last outing, he came on the road against the Phillies, and that Philadelphia squad can be pretty tricky when they're playing at home, but Porcello was rock solid. He went 7 innings, giving up just 2 hits, 1 earned run, 0 walks to 10 strikeouts, and that was also a nice bounce-back performance for Porcello, who one start prior gave up 7 earned runs on the road against Toronto across 4 innings of work. So in terms of this starting pitching matchup, you probably have to give at least the slight lean over to the Cleveland Indians, but again, we rarely get Boston at home coming in as about a coin flip, and I don't think the starting pitching matchup is as weighted towards the Indians as Vegas might peg this one. Porcello, in terms of his overall season whip, isn't all that much different than Kluber's, and perhaps he's just gotten a little bit more unlucky in terms of his total ERA in comparison to his counterpart in that sense. But still, both of these guys coming off of pretty good showings in their prior outings, and then also Boston, they've just been really strong at home this year with that mark of 44-16, while Cleveland's been barely above 500 on the road, considering that they've played a relatively weak overall schedule and on the road, considering the competition they have over there in the American League Central. So with all that being the case, going to go ahead side with the home team, taking the Boston Red Sox on the money line in what's pretty much about a coin flip that Vegas has this one at. Maybe Boston favored slightly here, but still siding with the Red Sox as the better value play. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our picks over at stumpthespread.com. Linked down in the video description. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for tomorrow's video.